1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Have you ever corrected a behavior by criticizing or condemning? The answer is most likely no. Complaints only demoralize people and do not change any long-term behavior. Plus, they make people uncomfortable around you. So stop doing that. 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Everybody, even conservative monks, has a deep desire. According to Freud, it's the desire to be important. Use that. Make people feel that their opinions and actions are important. But be sincere. Don't be fake just to do it. 3. Arousing the other person an eager want. Could you motivate yourself to do something that you have no interest in? So before trying to persuade somebody, stop and ask yourself, how can I make this person want to do that? How to make people like you. 1. Become genuinely interested in other people. Keep Cyrus's quote in your mind. We are interested in others when they are interested in us. 2. Smile. You don't feel like smiling? That's okay. You can still trick yourself to smile. Just do it. Act as if you were already happy. That will tend to make you happy. It is widely believed that actions are the products of the feelings. But in reality, actions can also induce feelings. By regulating the action of smiling, we can indirectly regulate the feeling. 3. Remember names. All the people in the world are interested in their own names. We feel great whenever we hear our names. Remember the names and call them. It's a very effective compliment. 4. Be a good listener. Do you want to be a good speaker? Then try being an attentive listener. To be interesting, be interested. Ask questions that others will enjoy answering. Encourage them to talk about themselves and their accomplishments. 5. Talk in terms of the other person's interests. Everyone that met Theodore Roosevelt was astonished by his diversity of knowledge. How was it possible? Whenever he expected a visitor, he sat up late the night before. He read about the subjects that his guest was interested in. He knew that the royal road to people's heart was to talk about the things they treasure the most. 6. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. There is a universal law of human conduct. If you obey that law, it can bring countless friends and constant happiness. This simple law is making the other person feel important. How to win arguments. 1. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Whenever you are about to scold somebody, remember Ben Franklin's quote. If you argue and rankle and contradict, you may achieve a victory sometimes. But it will be an empty victory because you will never get your opponent's goodwill. 2. Show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say you are wrong. You can go to Wall Street and make millions of dollars a day. Wait, how? Just correctly predict 55% of the outcomes. Seems easy, right? But it's not that easy in reality. So, if you can't be sure of being right even 55% of the time, why are you telling other people that they are wrong? 3. If you are wrong, admit it quickly and empathically. Any fool can try to defend his or her mistakes. Don't be that fool. Admit your mistakes quickly and be proud of yourself because of it. 4. Begin in a friendly way. Whenever you approach a person, remember this quote. It's an old and true maxim that a drop of honey catches more flies than a gallon of gall. So with men, if you would win a man to your cause, that you are his sincere friend. 5. Get the other person saying yes, yes immediately. Socrates asked questions that his opponent would have to agree. He kept on winning one admission after another. He kept on asking until finally, almost without realizing it, his opponents found themselves embracing his own ideas. 6. Let the other person do a great deal of the talking. There is a great quote about this. If you want enemies, exile your friends. But if you want friends, let your friends exile you. 7. Let the other person feel that the idea is his or hers. Whenever you deal with people, act humble like Lao Tzu. The reason why rivers and seas receive the homage of 100 mountain streams is that they keep below them. Thus they are able to reign over all the mountain streams. 8. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Before reacting to somebody, stop and ask yourself, how would I feel? How would I react if I were in their shoes? By becoming interested in the cause, we are less likely to dislike the effect. 9. Be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. 75% of the people you will ever meet are hungering and thirsting for sympathy. Give it to them and they will love you. 10. Appeal to the nobler motives. Assume that people are honest and want to discharge their obligations. Even crooks might react favorably if you make them feel honest, upright, and fair. 11. Dramatize your ideas. Just stating a truth isn't enough. This is the day of dramatization. Use your showmanship and creativity. Create emotion whenever possible and be remembered. 12. Throw down the challenge. As mentioned before, everybody has a deep desire for feeling important. That's why most people love challenges. Those kinds of games present the chance to excel, to win, and to prove a person's worth. How to be a leader. 1. Begin with praise and honest appreciation. Do you have to criticize somebody? Start with the method of President Coolidge. It's always easier to listen to unpleasant things after we have heard some praise of our good points. 2. Call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. One day, Charles Schwab came across some of his employees smoking. He walked over to the men, handed each one a cigar. He said, "I'll appreciate it, boys, if you smoke these on the outside." They immediately realized that they had broken a rule. They admired him because he said nothing about their fault. He even gave them a little present and made them feel important. 3. Talk about your own mistakes before criticizing the other person. Do you really need to criticize somebody? Start with admitting your faults. It will decrease objections. 4. Ask questions instead of giving direct orders. It's always better to give your subordinates the chance to take part in the decision process. They will own the decision and perform much better. 5. Let the other person save face. Remember this quote: "I have no right to say or do anything that diminishes a man in his own eyes. What matters is not what I think of him, but what he thinks of himself." 6. Praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Praise is like sunlight to the warm human spirit. We cannot flower and grow without it. Rather than using the cold wind of criticism, try giving praise. 7. Give the other person a fine reputation to live up to. There is an old saying, "Give a dog a bad name and you may as well hang him, but give him a good name and see what happens." 8. Use encouragement. Make the fault seem easy to correct. It's easy to discourage people by being very harsh with your comments, but this way you destroy their incentive to improve. It's far more effective to be liberal with your encouragement. Let other people know that you have faith in their ability to do it. This way, they will practice until the dawn comes to excel. 9. Make the other person happy about doing the thing you suggest. Napoleon created the Legion of Honor. He distributed 15,000 crosses to his soldiers. He made his generals marshals of France. He called his troops the Grand Army. Everybody condemned him for giving toys to war-hardened veterans. But he just replied with this short quote: "Men are ruled by toys."